don't know what you want, man. Get out of my house.
Open this fucking door.
The interaction soon becomes even more concerning.
Where's your daughter,
What are
man?
you talking about?
Where's your daughter?
What?
Who's in there with you?
The stranger is wearing a black trench coat and at one point identifies himself as a fictional wizard and private investigator from an urban fantasy series.
My name is Harry Dresden, motherfucker. Open the door. This is my neighborhood.
The resident repeatedly asks him to leave. The man again demands entry with a threat.
No.
Owner. So we got a Fairfield homeowner who ended up fighting off a crazy intruder on with a shovel. And it's all captured on video that we're going to be looking at now.
Incident caught. Information in a frightening incident caught on video in which a stranger demanded to be let inside of a home in Fairfield and then broke in. That man made his first court appearance today, and our crime reporter Henry Lee joins us live now from Solano County with more. Henry?
Well, Claudine, we learned that the defendant actually lives behind the family that was targeted, but a motive still isn't known. But bottom line, a prosecutor said in court today that this suspect, a stranger to the family, has, quote, a lot of issues.
Okay, that was a good point. Now, I'm not going to stop it too much. So he lives behind the family. That's good information.
29-year-old Jason Nichols made his first court appearance Monday on charges he invaded a home in Fairfield and terrorized a family. He did not enter a plea and appeared calm, just like he was when he first showed up at the home near Burbank Drive on April 7th, as seen on viral videos posted online. The homeowner, who had left the house minutes earlier, doesn't know him and speaks to him through a Ring camera.
Hi there. Can you open this door, please?
For what?
I just want to make sure that everything's okay. There seems to be something going on.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just figured I'd check on something.
I don't know what you want, man. Get out of my house.
Open this fucking door.
The interaction soon becomes even more concerning.
Where's your daughter,
What are
man?
you talking about?
Where's your daughter?
What?
Who's in there with you?
The stranger is wearing a black trench coat and at one point identifies himself as a fictional wizard and private investigator from an urban fantasy series.
My name is Harry Dresden, motherfucker. Open the door. This is my neighborhood.
The resident repeatedly asks him to leave. The man again demands entry with a threat.
No, or I will fucking end you.
Send him to jail. Send him to jail. He might have some mental problems, yes, but that does not escape the fact that he doesn't need to be around people. It's as simple as that. We can end it right now. Let's keep going.
You understand me?
And then this happens. He continues yelling at the top of his lungs and, according to authorities, eventually ends up inside the home after breaking a gate and opening a sliding door. The homeowner's pregnant wife and 5-year-old child are terrified and hide in the garage. The homeowner, meanwhile, rushed back home and confronted the suspect with a shovel. The suspect ended up grabbing the shovel from the resident, and both ended up getting hit in the head with it. Fairfield police arrested Nichols at the scene. He lives behind the family's home, but a motive is not known.
Now, I don't know where this is. Fairfield, we'll look at that at the AI breakdown, but let me say something clear right now. He would have been shot. It's as simple as that. He would have gotten shot. Let's keep going.
Shocking. Just that it happened right there. I mean, it was right across the street from us.
Abby Newton says she's concerned, especially after police on Monday said Nichols is under investigation for allegedly annoying a child unrelated to the home invasion 2 days before that incident.
Very disturbing. Yes, because there's children all over the place. And it scared me because I was home at that time of the day.
Victor, you are.
So the man's attorney said today that her client has no priors and that this is a one-time isolated incident. The DA says this man clearly is a threat. The judge agreed, set bail of $250,000. The man is still in custody on charges of burglary, assault, vandalism, and criminal threats. Live in Fairfield.
I mean, I guess you gotta give it up to the defense attorneys because they're gonna try to get the client off or at least out of jail. But I don't care, isolated incident or not, he needs to be away from people. It's as simple as that. Let's get over into this next video and see what else we can find out.
Hello?
Hi there. Can you open this door, please?
For what?
I just want to make sure that everything's okay. There seems to be something going on.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just figured I'd check on something.
I don't know what you want, man. Get out of my house.
Open this door. Where's your
Bro,
daughter, man? Where's your daughter,
what are you
man?
talking about?
Where's your daughter? Who's in there with you?
Bro, if you don't
Open
leave,
this door. Open this door. I'm breaking it down. You understand me?
leave my house. You don't.
Are you okay? Is everyone
We
in
are
this house
okay.
okay?
What? Everyone's okay. What do you want?
You don't know how fast I'm turning my car on and coming home. That is crazy.
Can you leave my house, please?
You open the door, please.
You have nothing to do with my house. Can you leave my house?
You know what my name is?
I don't know who you are. You don't belong to this neighborhood. That's for sure.
This is my neighborhood, though.
Yeah, I live there. I don't know you.
My name is Harry Dresden. Open the door. This is my neighborhood. Open the door. Now, or I will end you. Do you understand me?
That might be the scariest thing I see on my phone if I'm away from my house and my wife or my my pregnant wife and son are in there.
Your hands on me?
Whoa, whoa. Absolutely crazy. And let's get over into the AI breakdown just to get a little bit more information about this whole case. Jump over into it. So, as we know, in a viral incident captured on multiple home security cameras, a Fairfield, it's in California. They definitely don't have strict gun laws, so I'm not surprised he had to use a shovel. A homeowner uses a shovel to fight off an intruder who forced his way into the residence while a woman and child were inside. So it happened on the 1700 block of Burbank Court, Fairfield, California, Tuesday, April 7th, 2026. The suspect, Jason Thompson Nicholas, 30 years old, was filmed aggressively banging on the door and yelling bizarre demands, including, "Where's your daughter?" During the interaction, Nicholas allegedly identified himself as Harry Dunstein, a fictional wizard. The homeowner husband, who was away at the time, saw the incident via his Ring camera and immediately returned home. Yeah, good. After Nicholas failed to kick the door open, he gained entry through a sliding glass door. The returning homeowner armed himself with a shovel and confronted Nicholas inside the home. A physical struggle followed, leaving both men with head injuries. So the suspect, Jason Thompson, was arrested by Fairfield police outside the home shortly after the altercation. Nicholas was booked into the county jail on multiple felony charges, including first-degree burglary, assaults with a deadly weapon, making criminal threats, and vandalism. Additional charges. So the authorities later added a charge of annoying or molesting a child related to the separate encounter 2 days prior to the break-in. He made his first court appearance on Monday, April 13th, 2026, and his bail was increased to $250,000. Wow. Imagine. Come on now, let's think about this. Let's really think about this. Imagine you driving somewhere. You get a notification on your Ring camera. Just think you might have ignored it. You might have thinking about ignoring the notification, but you decide to pick it up, and you look, and some crazy man is yelling at the door. You say, "What you doing?" He say, "Bring me your daughter." You ain't even got a daughter. Immediately tries to kick open the door. You immediately turn around. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You immediately got to turn around. But he is clearly something is wrong with him mentally, and you don't know what he will do. Wow. At least he picked up a shovel, but he ended up still getting hurt. Or I guess he got the shovel away from me and hit him with it. Luckily, none of the family members was hurt, but absolutely crazy. You never know when stuff like this will happen. You never know when your family can be in danger. You never know when a crazy altercation will pop off. That is why you got to be prepared for most situations, or just be prepared in general to act or react, which is hard to do for a lot. I mean, just hard to do for anybody. To always be ready, which is nearly impossible. Absolutely crazy situations, y'all. I'm glad he was arrested, but at the end of the day, will he get enough time to clear up what's ever happened in his mind? He's clearly something wrong with him mentally. Or but at the end of the day, mentally wrong or not, he needs to be in jail or some kind of housing facility where he is not with regular people. He is monitored 24/7. Now he has a bail set at $250,000. You know you have to pay 10% to a bail's bondsman for them to get you out. Hopefully he gets to stay in there until his trial. Absolutely crazy.